Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Victoria 3, a map game where just about anything can go wrong, from Texas taking over all of North America to Russia collapsing completely, or China doing their thing. Everything in this game is weird, it's wild, and it doesn't make sense. Today, we're going to look at something a little different. We're not going to play as the great imperial power of Great Britain, or try to raise the United States to its dominance, or we're not even going to try to see what happens when you give a bunch of peasants a bunch of vodka, also known as Russia. We are going to go to a tiny little country right here, which is Selangor. I think that's how you say it. We are one of the smallest countries you can play as that is not a current vassal of someone else. And we're going to see how overpowered is it, the whole idea of time travel for civilization. So if you look here, we have every important thing unlocked. We have all of the production unlocked, all of the military unlocked, and all of the society except for, well, socialism, which, let's be real, that's like a jump back in time to the barbarian days. So this is what would happen if someone came back in time to this tiny little country and, yeah, shared all of their current knowledge with them. How good could we get in such a short period of time? So all of these other countries, nothing else has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed except for all of our tech is advanced. So everything else I haven't touched a single thing. So let's jump in. Let's see how it is. Moving on. And we get some beautiful things instantly. You know, I'm going to wait a little bit before starting to research socialism because I'm a little worried about messing with some stuff here. But for now, we can declare some interests around the world and decide where we want to expand. Obviously, we live here in Indochina, but I'm thinking, you know what? Let's take over Indonesia and eventually poke the bear of the Great British Empire. But for now, let's do the Pacific Coast, Indonesia, Japan. And you know, why not? Why not somewhere in South America? Like the Andes, or even more south, like Argentina and Chile. I'm trying to think. I feel like we have a better play at the Andes than anywhere else, so we're just gonna do that. We have such shortage. Our budget, we don't have any consumption taxes. We're doing, oh, not too hot, but we'll get there. We are going to be currently collecting only 900 a month, which is not great, but we need to think about how to expand and how to expand quickly because we don't have a lot of room for stuff. So we are going to stay here. Well, we have 0 construction sectors. Wow. That is shocking. So let's get moving forward and hope we don't collapse before we've even started. So something we do need to look at is who we actually want to do some great things. So for example, this thing popped up. We can get army offense, which at this point in time, I don't know how much we want this. But when we take a look at our politics, and for those of you who have not seen Victoria 3 before, you're in for a wild, wild ride. So we have fully functioning, or not fully functioning, but we have governments of some sorts. We have laws we can pass, institutions which we can raise, but that's a whole nother issue. So we need to try to figure out who we actually want to gain power. The bourgeoisie, I think, is not a bad idea. The intelligentsia is always a vibe. Armed forces, I thoroughly enjoy. And landowners, you know, starting off, I think it's okay. But I don't think we're going to want them long-term. Intelligentsia, we want up. Armed forces, we want up. So when looking at this up into the air, are either of those, we can get them industrialists. Oh, industrialists are good. But, you know, we're just going to go trade capacity for now. And just keep in mind that we're going to want armed forces, intelligentsia, and industrialists probably up as much as we can. But We're going to figure that out eventually. But for now, let's think about a good police force. Definitely seems like dedicated police force is going to be a vibe, but militarized we might be able to get away with. So let's look at this. So we're a monarchy, an autocracy, which is interesting. But for now, let's look at policing. After looking at it, I think we're just going to run with militarized police force. Dedicated, I would normally go with, but just because the pro-slavery movement is against it, it has a possibility of attracting more with that political movement. So we're going to go with militarized police force and just hope that nothing crazy happens. The Shan are improving relations, and that is true. We actually would love to improve relations with people. Actually, let's first... We're not losing a ton of money yet, which is a miracle. We have a tiny army. I did not mean to do that. Oofda. Let's leave that army. Look at this army. Get us a wonderful man who is Sunni. Yeah, you know what? You know, actually explore. Let's get Explorer in here. I know it's landowners. We don't want too much of them doing their jazz, but you know, might as well. Might as well. And we might absolutely destroy... Yeah, we're going to destroy our economy if we upgrade our infantry right now. We have peasants with pitchforks as our military, and we're trying to get to mechanized infantry. Oh, no. Okay. Well, let's figure this all out. And who can we improve relations with? Do not have interest yet. That's tough. Well, let's improve our relations with China. I don't want them to come in and gobble me up. And I don't know, Great Britain right now. I think that would be great. And we can form a rivalry with Siam or Dynam, which, let's form a rivalry with Siam. Why not? Support separatism. We could support the East India Company's separatist movement. That would be wild. I mean, that would actually be kind of nice to do though right now. But I don't know. We'll come back to that. And instead, we will keep trudging forward, trying to figure out what in the world we're doing. So we are sadly, somehow gaining too much money right now, which is crazy. So we actually will have to start funding lobbies somewhere. Which that is just really funny. That's something we're actually having to do. But we don't really have that large of an influence. So we want to fund lobbies in a place that we kind of want to just chill with them. And we're going to say the Brunei. Because if they take over this, I think I'll be okay with that. So we're gonna fund lobbies there. That did not bring down enough. I just need this to get built ASAP so we can start burning money, which sounds so counterintuitive, especially in this kind of a game. But we're gonna need to keep doing it because we are still not funding enough lobbies. So we're gonna start funding lobbies all over the place. Oh man, this is just really not good. Oh, and Bali. That'd be great. And while we're at it, why not both of these places as well? There we go. We're finally losing money. This is good. We have a wood shortage. Yes. Ah, this could be good for us. We're going to get authority because we don't want landowners long term. Ooh, censorship. I'm chill with. I am so chill with that. It is scary. So I kind of looked away for a second. We are now in crippling debt, which means we need to stop funding lobbies everywhere. Yeah, stop funding lobbies basically everywhere. Fun while it lasted, boys. Fun while it lasted. We are going to need to do a little bit of a boost. So we're going to get a little bit of higher taxes. Not great, I know. And then consumption tax. We're going to put it on liquor for now. Because it's not an absolute necessity, but people will be mad eventually with that. Military wages. Actually, I really don't want to anger armed forces, but I think for now we need to do that. And I guess we don't really, I mean, it's not going to help us that much. It's just going to take it down barely any. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to build stuff quick, not get into too much crippling debt. Ah, great. We got radicals already. We are starting off so hot for someone who has literally been able to come back from the future. Oh, this is rough. Well, alas. We just need to get some good, quick laws in. Because right now we are a basically lawless nation, needing some sense of normalcy. Great. Still losing money at a crippling rate. After we get these livestocks in, beautiful. We militarized police force. After we get the livestocks in, we'll probably stop construction for a while, get back to normal. Just because that'll help us with fabric for sure. If we can even last that long, we'll see. Otherwise, let's figure out. We need. Where was it? We wanted to try to figure out if we had something. What was it? Yes, it was censorship. That's what it was. Yes. So we want to see if we can get away with censorship. Yes, we totally can. Let's do that. Let's see how quickly we can get this up. And then we need to just pause all government spending for now. Because, wow, we are somehow already in crippling debt. There we go. Let's bring it back down and see what in the world is going on. Hey! That's lovely. This is what we needed. And I want innovation, I think. And we're pretty high chance of getting it through, so let's do it. And how, wait, what the? We basically hit our max line of credit. Oof. But we are making money very, very slowly. Yeah, that's actually painful. But we'll see. So we are actually going to switch our interests from the Pacific Coast to Dixie, just because I want to be able to improve relations with the US now. Because if we can get the US as an ally, and if there is a war ever with, say, the Dutch East Indies, or Russia, or Japan for that matter, the US might be a great ally to have. We'll see. We will see. So I am trying to see if there is anyone who would be willing to take on our debt right away, because we are... Wow, I don't even know if they can take on our debt. They cannot. They are not even a recognized country. Ooh. Do I want to mess with Russia? I don't think so. I guess we're just gonna have to slowly but surely crawl our way out of this. That is tough. I was not anticipating to build debt that quickly. Not at all. That's rough. We have censorship. Beautiful. Also, now we can start to get some other wonderful things. Wow, none of these things are gonna pass just because the landowners are who are in power. So that is sucky for sure. Because we really do need to get some ways to get out of all of this. Monarchy, I think we're chill with, but we're gonna need a National Guard at least at some point. But wow, that is brutal. We might have to wait till our next election. So the sad part is as of now, we actually can't utilize most of the good parts of this tech. So yeah, I'm a little bit at a loss because we have some good stuff, great starts, but we are in debt. So we're just gonna have to wait this one out. So I'll, yeah, get back to you on then. And with that, we won, which is great, because now we have a lot larger of some dividends coming our direction, which is lovely. I don't know why. I mean, I think it's just because we have more land now, but we'll take it. We can get out of debt a lot quicker, which means we can build back a lot quicker as well. We can also declare another war to get into, so why not? We're going to do it. We are going to do our best to kind of wait and see what happens. I'm just going to wait till we're kind of engaged in escalation. And then raise our armies. And also we can get our military wages back up because it won't affect us that much. It really won't. That being said, why do we not have our good infantry? That's not good. Well, let's wait a second. Let's see if we can get it back. And if not, that's really awkward. Let's hopefully we can. So it looks like we can't, which is not great because we are severely outnumbered. I mean, 4 to 6 isn't crazy outnumbered, but it feels pretty crazy outnumbered. But can we conscript? We can. We can't conscript any heavy tanks. Can we conscript? We can't conscript anything. That is tough, except line infantry. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna conscript some line infantry and hope that does something for us as well. And raise our 5 conscripts. We are somehow trying to produce tanks? Question mark. Why do I have mechanized infantry? I don't want to mechanize. Oh, that is so tough. We can establish a new company as well. We love to see it. Wow, somehow we... How do we not have National Guard? And we're also losing money radically. That is tough. Interest is crazy expensive. Oh my word. We have a credit line of 1.3 million. Wow. We're just gonna get loyalists because we've been having a lot of issues. Do we need to go to war? I think we might need to go to war. We're... Oh, we're losing so much money. Wow. We're losing so much money on small arms. Alright, well, let's just speed through and see if anything decides to not absolutely destroy us. Oh, our interest is absolutely killing us. We need to figure out a way to pay off a loan. Or get a loan of some sort, honestly. It looks as though we need to pretty radically shrink our military. Because we still should have a... Do we have a treaty with the Dutch East Indies? We should, right? If we go to war, then they'll... Or I think they like us at least. There we go. We are now at least gaining money. Barely. We'll crawl out of this debt. It's the last thing we do. Oh, and we have National Guard somehow. I don't know how, but we love it. We are going to try to make a tributary war. Or do a tributary war. Just because... Oof. That's interesting. For one, we need more money. And then two, we actually have a hope of us winning this war, which is shocking. But this could be good because they only have one single troop. So if we have 3, this should be good for us. There is actual hope for us for once. Somehow. Hopefully. Unless we just manage to absolutely fail. Which I would don't put it past us. Don't put it past us. We have one. We have a tributary. That is what we needed. Oofta. So we're gonna kind of keep playing this game as we're getting out of debt. See who can we make our tributary. Now, we don't have any infamy from that somehow. We were supposed to get 5. But we love it. We love it. Can we make them a vassal? Yeah, why not? We like vassals. In the meantime, though, let's focus on doing some good work. And somehow we are winning this war. We get private schools, which is cool, I guess. And it looks like we might win this war again. Ah, we will take it. They are a tributary of ours. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We have a crippling deficit of convoys. That's tragic. Ah, but we need to get out of this debt quick, though. We have homesteading. That is beautiful, and somehow that's making our taxes also go quite a bit higher, which I love. So we are slowly but surely making our way out of this debt, trying our hardest to get a little bit better. And I'm thinking eventually to go iron frame, but as of now, we have 0 iron production, and yes, still struggling with our markets because our convoys are struggling, to say the least. But we'll keep on keeping on. We've got new government, not that that's gonna do too much. And no matter what, it's kind of a bad thing, but it's okay. But yeah, no, we got a new not government, but you know, new leading parties. So it'll be okay. It'll be fine. We're almost out of debt, and hopefully at that point we can start being a little more aggressive. And I wouldn't be sad if this coup actually happened. So we've managed to fix our issue with our convoys by switching to a different type of port. So that is good, which also means we're making a little bit more money as well. And we don't have as many issues with in terms of what's expensive. I mean, we still have fabric and wood, which is expensive, which we'll need to address pretty quickly. But we will need to try and get out of debt, and we are out of debt now, officially. That's beautiful. Well, I am then going to kind of push some things back up because they're not going to affect us too much. So we're going to remove consumption taxes on a lot of stuff. Because, well, it doesn't help us that much anyways. And then once we... Oh, wow, we really do not have a good amount of cash reserves that we can hold on to. Shoot. We might not get colonial exploitation. Oh, that is tough. Well, you know what? We... Oof. You know what? We're just gonna have to figure this one out. Ooh. Yeah, never mind. So let's start by addressing some of the issues of logging camps. So let's get, yeah, max level logging camps, which hopefully should complete fairly quickly so we don't go back into crippling debt. Just kidding. We are already going back into crippling debt. Don't love that. Don't love that at all. No matter what, it looks like we're kind of messed up with colonial exploitation. Does not look like this will go through, but that's okay. We will figure it. Oh, we have it. How the heck did we get that? You know what? Not gonna ask questions. We're just gonna go with it, and we're gonna establish colonies. I guess. Oh, we do not want to do that yet. We will eventually, but as of now, we cannot afford that. We are gonna be broke from that instantly. And somehow we have a professional army. No clue how. Because didn't think that was going to go through, but we will take it. And let's keep on just kind of slowly crawling our way out of this debt, because it is hard. We just don't have any gold reserves. When we do, when we are out of debt, we can't build up time. But we need to improve our economy somehow. So we need to slowly but surely figure this out. We are slowly but surely crawling back. Trying our best. We are now in the positive, but I'm wanting to get it all the way up before starting to do some construction stuff. But as of now, we are still just struggling to get some good policies. Secret police is kind of nice just for the uprisings in case we have them, because, I mean, you look at, we have a large amount of radicals, so definitely want to be able to suppress that as soon as we can. So we've started our first wonderful little colony over here on the eastern side of Papua. Hoping to get something out of this, because as of now, we have no iron, and that is something we are deeply struggling. And with an election that we have a very legitimate election, or legitimate government. That being said, it might be nice to also add back in the armed forces, just because that gives us the slightest bit more opportunity for different kinds of laws we can introduce. And then hopefully we can get this migration controls through. But we'll see. A lot of time has passed. I got involved in a war, which I was able to take this. It was just because I was allied, or I could bring China in. Long story short, things were going good for a second. Not too great now, though. Still losing money, even though we're like right on the edge. Things aren't great. I could probably pop this. What the? How did? So let's just go for a second. Oh, he also wants to just join the power block. You know what? Why not? That would be lovely. So then now we're in the power block. We get internal trade and construction, which is good. But somehow, holy moly, I fixed it! This is... Okay, a lot of weird things happening right now. How did that actually work? Okay, we can declare more interests. I don't know. I guess you're established colonies only in Oceania. I don't know how great the colonies are going to be. If some of them had like iron or something like that, but it is what it is. We'll get there eventually. So it looks as though what is kind of crippling us is our construction goods, and specifically the cost of iron and wood. Now, the issue you kind of have here is, oh, we can build one more. Well, I don't know how great this will be. Looks like we're going to lose. Yeah, they don't have enough people there. So here's what we're going to do, actually. It seems that we have the correct amount of... There we go. We have more land? All right, lovely. We have the correct amount, or rather, we have enough for iron to suffice. And it looks like, yeah, for logging, we should too. We just need to get actual people in. There's just not enough people. But, you know, we'll continue on, pushing on, and try to get some better, I don't know, better laws, I guess, to hopefully include stuff. But I mean, this is not ideal. Yeah. All right, so I kind of am pulling things back together. Our money is still fluctuating. Sometimes we're gaining money, sometimes we're losing money, and it really is pretty contingent upon the government cost of goods. Ooh, we might get poor laws through. And the only reason realistically want poor laws is it increases standard of living. Right now, it's impoverished, not great, 82nd in the world. So we really want to raise that. I mean, you can see it's not terrible where we are comparatively to the rest of the world. I mean, Norway is absolutely great. The UK is pretty decent. South Africa. But only actually Selenagor is good. Everywhere else is just okay. And especially in these areas, I think that's bringing it down pretty radically. So need to encourage that, and also literacy would be a nice thing to do. Not that we need innovation, but just because, I mean, we're pretty low. Oh, wait. Number 9 in the world. What? We are more literate than the United States. We'll take it. And also, I don't know if we've talked about this yet. What is going on here with the United States? Like, I'm loving it, but whoa, that's wild. Let's see if anything else wild is happening in the world right now. Everything else, that's actually really weird. Everything else looks really normal. Oh, I mean, Chile's, well, no, that's pretty normal for now. Also, I took Panama. It was a deal that was not ethical. I'll just say that. But we got Panama. The U.S. wanted it. They might take it one day, but I don't know if we can build the Panama Canal. I mean, you can kind of see it there. I'm not actually sure if that's something we can build. Yeah, I don't know if that's an event we can get or not. I think it might have to be just the U.S. So maybe we can give it actually to the U.S. I would not be against that. So probably what we'll do is hold on to it for now. And then once we have a war, we can call the U.S. in and tell them that we'll give them Panama to join our side of the war. But yeah, let's keep on keeping on. I strengthened the army quite a bit. I mean, quite a bit's not saying much. Up to 19 is quite a bit more than it was at 3. And then capital ships up to 7. This isn't lovely, but it'll have to do. So we could also probably go to war with Siam. They have Ufta. Never mind. Quite a few people would join Siam. Okay, they don't have any troops, though. Cambodia does, though. Cambodia. One of my rivals. Okay, well, what happens when we are at a treaty with them? Because we got this. Okay. Well, let's try. What happens if we do this? Oh my word. China joins their side? What? Why is China joining their side? China loves me. Phooey. Well, it is what it is. What would be nice, though, is to slowly but surely get some land. Can we take over this land, though? Why is it not letting us take over this land? Huh. It's because we don't hate them enough. All right. Well, let's damage relations and slowly but surely kind of unify this area and maybe push back the Netherlands. Oh, yeah, and the Netherlands, they collapsed in a war. I mean, the Netherlands still, but like the Dutch East Indies, they basically collapsed. So it's now just the Netherlands. I guess that is an interesting thing that happened. And Nepal exists now. I don't remember if they always did. Yeah, I can't remember if they did or didn't. But besides that, the world's a lovely place right now. And still continually fluctuating. Alright, we are 2 arms. Yeah, we should be chilling here. We want to plan a naval invasion of Siam with this group, and oh, that's just our army, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hope this actually works. Yeah, we're gonna go here with pillage. And hopefully this works. If not, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But this would be a lovely time to get them to separate from Siam. And also, I realized while we're dominating, I think the reason Sulu, well, I couldn't originally is because I think they're British owned. Yeah, they're in the British Empire. That's a bear I do not want to poke at this point in time. Not even close. All right, it looks as though we have taken control over, oh, great. Well, this is not lovely, but we'll take it. And, oh, the flamethrower that we actually have. This is beautiful. We're just gonna do kill rate. I don't know how big of a difference it's gonna make, but I mean, this is pretty wild. I mean, if you look at this, we are fighting a bunch of irregular infantry on both sides, and they are fighting trench infantry, shrapnel artillery, and cuirassiers. Wow, I slaughtered that. But okay, you get the idea. And keep in mind, they have flamethrowers and machine guns. This shouldn't even be close. I mean, that is heartbreaking. And we have an unacceptable government. Lovely. Can we reform it to get better? Yes, we can. Confirm. Beautiful. Lovely. We now have a neighbor who owes us an obligation and is free from Siam, which is tough because little do they know that I wanted this all along and I wanted to conquer the state. And I don't think anyone will join them if I conquer them right now. Oh, you poor, poor thing. Yes. Mobilize. Why can't I move? I am stuck in the middle of nowhere. This is strange. This is strange for sure. Yeah. This is just not good. Can I not even... Why can't I station them in an HQ? Okay, this is concerning. Okay, let me first try to just bring in call ally. Jambi would join us. It looks like, but why? Transfer states. No, I'm not giving you that. Huh. I can't. This is so weird. This is not good at all. So I'm going to try something here. We're going to create an army right there. And then we're going to go here and we're going to transfer all of them to this army. Yeah, just... Yeah. Why can't we reach? What? Okay, hold on. Let me look into this really quick. I just realized my mic was muted this whole time. Wow. I don't know why we couldn't get this army to invade, but it's okay. We'll get our larger army to invade. Won that, and this is what they get for trying to also fight us. We're going to take all their land here. And... Ooh. Let's do that. Yeah, they're going to be neck and neck. Ah, beautiful. And I think we might be able to... Okay, also, what? Oh, wow, that's tough. We'll address that later. I think we did the Nile River expedition. Beautiful. We get a bunch of prestige. That is what we needed. That is what we needed. And we can now do naval invasion here. Great. They are currently dealing with some stuff. Oh, wait, yes. They're still invading. Never mind. Now, I'll be honest. I have not a clue how in the world we managed to get to a major power. Now, it's unrecognized major power. So, not sure how to become a recognized one. But, you know, that's unique. I'll take it, I guess. Little odd, but we'll take it. And with that, we have Selangor is growing with Western New Guinea, and we have Tidoi as a tributary now. We love that. We're going to try to improve relations. That's great. But I was a little skeptical at first, for sure, with this. And I think I still am skeptical because I had to do some weird finagling in the back to make this work. So I think coming from the future could be a big advantage, but I think it also depends on where you're coming from. It took us, at this point, decades to get good enough iron to be able to supply us, and we still don't even have good enough iron to supply us with everything. I mean, we shouldn't have ever gotten because of where we were, but I think that, one, I mean, I'm not terrific at the game, so, you know, trying to learn how to properly grow and not too fast is, I feel like, the great balancing act of Victoria 3. I mean, even when you play as a US, you can bankrupt yourself almost instantly if you mess up bad. So I feel like the hard part is that this game is made for progression. So, you know, when we have all in here technology trees, you're not made to have, you know, all of this stuff at the beginning because, you know, by the time you get the Bessemer process, you've just gotten a good amount of understanding of iron, and you have better toolsmiths now. And so I think that Selangor really was a tough place to start. I am more than willing to try it again another place. I think it would be incredible to try it with like Bolivia, which is historically and currently a very impoverished country just because they don't have any access to the sea. So it would be fascinating to see, okay, what could we do with Bolivia or Venezuela or Peru or somewhere in Africa that has, you know, decent access to resources. Or we could even try being it as Norway and see if we can get out of the Scandinavian zone. So definitely more than willing to hear your guys' thoughts on that and see what we can do. But I think for today, we're going to actually kind of just leave that here. While there is room to grow for sure, and I might come back and play with this more, I think we kind of have gotten to a point where we've gotten to the cap of what's realistic for this time. I mean, we're not going to be able to touch the British Empire for, at this point, you know, decades and decades, which is tough. And I think that, you know, you look at like Russia or China or the US, and those are all too large for us. And sure, we're in a power block, but I just think realistically, this is not the optimal place to start. Yes, we were able to get some good lands. Maybe we could completely unify all this area, and we can do that maybe in a following video. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments what you want to see next. If you want to see a different kind of game, if you want to see more from Victoria 3. I know sometimes it can be a little hard to watch this and trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing, and I'm still figuring out how to all edit this. But I appreciate you guys sticking around, and love you all, and I will see you guys next time.